Hello, dear Gemini, and welcome to your December 2023 readings with me. If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe. So, let's get started. Let's see what's in store for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Starts with a wonderful, the first week starts with a wonderful energy of finances, my dear Gemini. If you have been worrying about money matters, if you have been bothered about money matters, then I see that this worry is going to get sorted out, because I see the incoming of finances, incoming of money is what I see in the first week. If you are a Gemini student, then I also see that if you have been stuck due to money matters, then somehow a help comes in your way and things get sorted out as far as your money matters are concerned. I see that you're going to be very creative, my dear Geminis, in the first week is what I see. I also see that Geminis are, going to earn through their creativity. Also, if you have some talent, whatever the creative talents that you have, now you can almost make money out of those creative talents, my dear Geminis. And if you haven't thought about that, think about that. And this can be another income source for you, my dear Geminis. Then we go to the second week. Well, the second week is a very beautiful energy, is what you can see. Very, very good energy. It's full of you being in your own power. I see you're magnetic, you're very, very attractive in the second week of December, and you're attracting a lot of people, the right people towards you, is what I see. I also see, my dear Geminis, is that you are going to also attract jealousies towards you because of, because of your success, because you're becoming very successful. So what happens is that when you start becoming successful, there are some people who want to be like you and they can't be like you. So then they start saying things about you that are not true. Okay, then they start spreading negative things about you. So some things like this can occur for you, my dear Geminis, in the second week of December. But I see you completely, you're doing very well in your job. You will be really the apple of eye of many people. Your superiors or your employees are going to look at you with a lot of respect, and like, yes, this is the person, this is the Gemini who is an achiever. That is the energy that I see for you, my dear Geminis. I also see that you can become a bit possessive regarding your loved one, okay, your beloved. You can become a bit possessive about them, or your beloved can become possessive about you, because you are getting a lot of attention. So somewhere, if they are those insecure types, then they will be a bit like what's happening. And so try not to get into any clash because of this kind of a situation, because outside world is the outside world. Always remember that. Even if you get lots of praise from thousands of people, that shouldn't affect your relationship with that one that you love so much. Okay, so just be wise upon that, because that one person who has stood by you in your thick and thin, you can't sacrifice that person for some new praises that are coming your way. Okay, or not to get carried away. So just remember that. Work wise, things are fine. Finances wise, things are going to be fine also. Of course, your achievement wise, it is really good the second week of December. However, when it comes to your health, you have to take care, because I see that some of you might suffer from some kind of migraines or some kind of blood pressure problems also. So you need to be very careful, and you will have excess energy inside of you. So spend that energy positively, my dear Geminis. Then we go to the third week. Now the third week's energy, as you can see, is a bit challenging energy. And why challenging? Because there is some kind of misunderstanding. You might just get into some kind of communication misunderstanding with someone. Just because of the way you speak can create some kind of misunderstanding, or because the other person didn't understand what you really wanted to say and took it the way they wanted to take it, and it created a misunderstanding, and so there can be a conflict in the third week of December. Also, there can be a conflict with your colleague. It can be also that some kind of disagreement takes place with them. You want the project to go in a particular way, and then they have their way, and then you don't get to a point where you both are on the same page. And so there is kind of an ego hassle that can take place in the third week. In the third week, you have to be very careful regarding conflicts, quarrels, and arguments. Okay, stay away from all sort of fights in the third week of December, my dear Gemini. And I also see that for some of the Geminis, there can also be things that are related to administration purpose, the paperworks, okay? Some kind of hassles regarding paperworks, maybe taxes, maybe your house papers, maybe your vehicle papers, something comes up over there. This is what I see. And I also see that there can be some kind of provocation, my dear Gemini. So you have to be careful in the third week. My student Geminis also, you have to be very careful not to get into any conflict, any fights with anyone. Just stay cool and let that week pass. Okay, because otherwise you are going to feel tired and reactive, and you're just spending a lot of energy upon things that don't really matter. Okay, so just be careful in the third week. For some of you, in the third week, there can be something regarding finances also, as if you didn't produce the proper papers. So something regarding a financial loss can take place also for some of you. So just be aware of that energy in the third week, and take care of your mental and physical health, your well-being. Okay, and then we go to the last week, and this is a very beautiful energy. For some of the Geminis, in the last week of December, it is a lump sum money or windfall of money that they receive in the last week of December. For some of you, you might just win an amount if you are into lottery or of some kind. Then you will win some kind of amount in the last week of December. For some of you, it is also I see that there can be a huge investment that you make. Either you're investing in buying a land, or investing for a house, or a new vehicle is what I see, or investing in some precious metal also is what I see for Geminis. I also see that for some of the Geminis, there can be a sudden expenditure also that can arise. It can be for the health of a relative, or for some works at home, or some leakage in the pipes or something like that. Suddenly it comes, or your car suddenly breaks down, so you have to take it to the garage and pay a lot to get it fixed. So this kind of financial loss is also seen for some of the Geminis. It's a very double-edged energy. One side money is coming, but on the other side money is going also. So be careful. If you receive the money, then invest it in a very wise way. Okay, and if somebody comes to ask you for money, my dear Geminis, is like advance them money. First, you see for yourself how your budget is and how you want to go about it, and only then after that, when you are in your safe place, only then you can help others. Okay, otherwise you cannot. All right, so just be careful. And I would like to tell you, Gemini, and something is telling me is that you need to be careful with your materials. With if you're going out, just check that your house is completely locked, or where do you keep your wallet, or when you're doing online shopping, also be careful, because there can be some kind of financial loss that can happen, or a loss in the form of a material. Something material can be lost also, like you left something open and suddenly somebody has taken up your bag, or just somebody snatched it, or this kind of theft can happen also for some of the Geminis in the last week. So just be careful about that. And for student Geminis also, I see that if you're planning to go out, and if you have applied for a loan, then in the last week of December, I see that many of you might have the positive answer from the bank that your loan gets sanctioned for your studies. This is what I see. And for some of you, it can be a new contract that appears, which is going to pay you well, or a kind of a gift check, or some check in the form of financial help that arrives or a financial gift that arrives your way, my dear Gemini, is what I see. So here we are at the end of this year. So I would like to take a moment to thank you all for being there, for all your love, for all your support, my dear Geminis. Thank you very much. And I would say let's be very thankful to the divine that we have reached this month of December that many didn't make it to this December. So many people just left us before time, I would say. Yeah, in a way. Young people left, teenagers left, children left. So many people left this earth in this year. And let's take time to just thank the divine for all that we have and for protecting us throughout this year. And let's go into the another year with this gratitude, this feeling of gratitude inside, my dear Gemini. So I wish you all the best and have a wonderful end of the year. Please do like, share, and comment, and I shall see you next year. Until then, take good care of yourself. Bye bye. God bless. Bye.